What's up, everybody? I'm George Mossey. I'm here with my co-host, Marshana Dahlia. Last night, we got the season 3 premiere of 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way. We got 2 new couples, and we got some returning couples. I'm going to jump right in because there's like a lot. This was a huge action-packed premiere. There's just so much going on. So let's talk about Ellie and Victor. We met Ellie last night from Seattle, and Victor is from Providencia. Had tongue twister, Colombia.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful island, but as we were meeting Ellie, there was a Category 5 hurricane that was hitting the island and literally causing havoc to the island, and she doesn't even know if he's okay. So let's just focus on, we didn't really meet him yet, so let's focus on Ellie. So Ellie is known as the pizza lady. She has her own business. She's well established. She was married, but unfortunately her husband passed away through an accidental painkiller overdose. And we even learned last night that Victor has not just cheated on Ellie in the past, but had a full-fledged relationship. So I've always said cheating and relationships are very, very different. Both are very bad, but they're very different. A relationship is where you're building emotional connection. Cheating can be sexually only. So I'm really, really worried about Ellie giving up her business and her life and going all the way over here.
You know, it was really hard for me to watch Ellie's story because just knowing that she is a widow, because I think if I heard correctly, her first husband or her husband passed away 11 months into their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little bit, just unfortunate. So I can understand how she said it was hard for her to love again. But of all the people to love again, Victor in another country, in Providencia, who was cheating on you. And like you say, cheating and relationships are very different, but he's having a full-fledged relationship. And this is just a word to all the ladies out there. I'm going to speak to ladies, whatever. It's always the dudes that you let come live in your house that do you the worst. He was living in the other woman in Providencia's house, lying both to her and lying to Ellie, stringing them both along. This is ridiculous. Like, I can't believe the nerve of Victor. I just can't.
I feel the same way. And then the fact that he wouldn't fess up when he was caught, when both of the women were communicating with each other, sharing photos of him and them together, and he still thought he could lie his way out of it. I was done. And I know this is unfair because we haven't even met him on the show, but I feel like I already know the type of person he is.
Oh, yeah.
And I just feel horrible because she's not just moving, she's selling her business, everything that she's put into her life, all of a successful business at that, to go and be with this man. I'm very worried.
Don't do it. Ellie, don't do it.
Please don't. So let's talk about a returning couple real quick, Evelyn and Corey. So for some strange, odd reason, Evelyn and Corey are still together. We learned that they did take a break, which we assume would be a breakup because they are like literally the worst couple I've ever encountered. They have no communication skills. And Evelyn is very narcissistic. She's very controlling, and she's almost to the point of just cold and emotionless when it comes to Corey. She just kind of walks all over him, and he kind of just lets her. So we found out that there's this girl named Jenny who he was dating in Peru when they took a break, and then he said nothing happened, but then we found out last night something did happen. We don't know exactly what happened, but this might actually be the last straw because Evelyn is very quick to just walk away. She's even told him in the past, I don't want to get married. I don't really want a relationship, and Corey has continued to pursue. So maybe this will finally be the end and Corey can stop being tortured.
Corey, if you watch this, I really just want you to tell me what you see in Evelyn. It's so hard for me to really understand why he subjects himself to this. There was a tweet last night. Oh, my God. And this is a little bit profane. I'm going to say it. Oh, my God. I should have brought the tweet with me. But the person was like, he was known as the village cuckold.
Oh.
And he's still here chasing this 5 at best. I believe it was a tweeter named Chris. I've quoted this person before. And I was like, ooh,
it's
Lord.
So true. Everybody in the village knew. Everybody
had it too. And I don't know. Anyway, Corey, I don't know why we're here. I don't know why Evelyn's here. And then Corey's like, there's another secret that I have to tell her. I hope that he got Jenny pregnant in Peru and that there's a baby. I really do. Like,
be with Jenny. I don't even know her, but I feel like she would be a better
She's better
choice.
than Evelyn. She's better than Evelyn. I can't even believe we didn't need them back this season, so now we're all subject to this foolishness again, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know who ordered them back. I don't know what the situation is, but they got engaged again and they're setting a date, and Evelyn tried telling her family, who basically laughed at the situation because they were like, why would you think that marrying him is a good idea? Which I think is very interesting because Evelyn is the one who was cheating on Corey with her ex.
Absolutely.
Right in front of his face, but her family feels like Corey is the problem, which is very interesting.
Because Evelyn only tells them what Corey does. I'm sure she's not sitting there telling them the parts that she's done, the way that she's cheated. She's such a hypocrite, and to your point, very narcissistic. I'm over talking about her.
All right, let's talk about Jenny and Sumit. So Jenny and Sumit are back, and I'm actually happy that they're back because I want to see how this ends, because the 30-year age difference has proven that they're not going to be able to be married. There's no way that Sumit is going to marry Jenny while his parents are still alive. He will not defy what they have asked him not to do. He will not. Jenny is, after 10 years, I think she's maybe kind of, sort of, seeing that there's no hope. She's there, and at this point, her tourist visa has been canceled because she's been renewing. And after a while, they're just going to say, look, get a citizenship to this country or leave. You can't be a tourist here for the rest of your life. And this all could be solved by Sumit marrying Jenny, which he isn't even considering doing.
I have to say, I hope this time that Jenny is really done, because she seemed to get pretty fucking frustrated. Oh my God, I cursed. Sorry. She seemed to get pretty frustrated with Sumit. And when she was like, you're not going to keep telling me that you're going to marry me, and I know that you're not. I'm not leaving and coming back a fourth time. To think 10 years ago, she was 52. Things weren't as bad as they are now. But at 62, I always tell people the older that you get, the less time you have to waste with people. And I can't believe she's invested 10 years down this Sumit line. And in the beginning, Sumit was available to marry her. He wasn't married.
Oh.
It was in the course of those 10 years that he went and got married. And it's like, Jenny, I don't get it. And you know what I really don't get? Like, I need Sumit to tell me what's in this for him. I'm not sure what he's getting out of this. I don't know what his end game is. If any of you watching know what Sumit's end game is, please comment below. Tweet us. Like, tell me. I don't know.
I agree. I don't understand what he's going through. His family won't talk to him, and he's basically ashamed to go out in public because of what people are saying about the relationship, and yet he's still stringing her along as well, because it's not just one playing the other. It's almost like they're playing each other. I don't know what the situation is, and maybe this season we'll finally get a resolution. I highly doubt it's a wedding, but maybe Jenny, and like she said, if she does go back home, she has nothing to go home to. So I feel so bad for her. At her age, she literally has nothing to go home to. All right, guys, that's it for part one. We're going to come back and talk about part two. There's a lot more to discuss. There's another couple that we met last night that we're going to discuss. And we're going to talk about Ariel and her ex-husband, Leandro, because it must be discussed. Make sure you live tweet with us every Sunday night for 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way. I am George Mossey. My ad is at George Mossey. And Marshana Dahlia Spavento, my co-host, her ad is at Marshana Dahlia. And make sure you let us know exactly what you think about last night's episode. We cannot wait to hear from you. We'll see you all real soon.